How's it going, everyone? Today's topic will be Xur. He is now active as of noon on Friday. So make sure that you go and check out his gear, get some free pieces. You can always make sure to get your free exotic piece as long as you have some 97 legendary shards you can part with. I would always recommend that you do get this first piece. Do not use it after the fact because it will require a cipher, which you don't. You want to use those for other specialty things. So for this week, we do have the Crimson. Crimson is a very good PvP weapon if you don't have it already. I would highly recommend grabbing this. If you like hand cannon, it's a 3-round burst hand cannon. It does a lot of damage, so this is a very good pickup. Ophius Rigs, the stats are high. They're in intellect, which is it's kind of all right. It won't be that well for you, but it's a decent. If you don't have it, if you don't have the exotic, I'd recommend just pick it up once anyways. Same with the Helm of Saint 14. If you don't have it, pick it up. Get it into your inventory. At least you can later on you can get a higher stat for it if you can roll it with the vendor in the Lost City. And then the big thing is for Warlocks. Nezarec Sin, it's the 66 high stat. It's high in recovery, discipline, and intellect, which are all three. Actually, it's actually pretty good in resilience also. That's all 4 of those actually really good high stats. You are going to want, if you can, get a helmet that is very spiky into the one you want. But if you don't have a Nezarec Sin, this is a very good Void helmet. So if you don't have Controverse Hold yet, which is my favorite for Void, this is my second favorite. So if you don't have Controverse Hold or you don't like doing the charge grenades, Nezarec Sin is an amazing exotic, so definitely pick this up. It's definitely something to go for. If you don't have any of your transmog here, you can always grab some of these pieces. None of these pieces are really standouts this week for high stats, unless you need the gauntlets here, which are 59. So if you don't have any pieces at all, this is a decent. But for 50 legendary shards, you're better off probably getting gear somewhere else. For our legendary weapons, the rangefinder demolitionist isn't bad. So this isn't a terrible handgun if you don't have one already, but I would probably say pass, save yourself some legendary shards. Same with the sidearm. Sidearm isn't sticking out that much. Zen Moment multi-clip. Zen Moment's alright, but not really for a submachine gun. Sweet Sorrow actually looks really good. This one has land tank. Has its origin trait here, so this is not bad. Tap the trigger is alright here. Perpetual motion's pretty good, so this isn't a bad auto rifle for PvP. It wouldn't be used in PvE at all, but it will be used in PvP. Not a bad pick. It feels really good to shoot also. The next one will be the Glaive. This Glaive does have Wellspring, which isn't really the best, but it does have Overflow, and Overflow is really nice. It's a new trait you can pick up. So picking up special ammo overloaded, which is kind of the big issues with Glaives, is they run out of ammo often. So you can kind of get Overflow here with a really quick stow with Swap Mag. And then you can get what actually one of these won't really matter for you, and it does have the shield and duration. So you have a big shield with picking up a bunch of ammo, so you don't have to reload as much. You can keep your shield active a long time. This is actually a really good pick with 2 decent origin traits here. So if you're looking for a solar glaive, this is probably one of those ones I would definitely pick up and go with. Especially if you don't have a glaive to go with now, but that is going to be a pick I will definitely pick up here. For linear fusion rifles, we have a solar linear fusion. Kill clip's alright. No distractions alright. You wouldn't really use this in a PvE aspect, and you don't use linears in PvP at all anyways. So I wouldn't recommend this one, but it is a decent pick if you're doing it for killing a few mobs and using it on boss damage or something. But most of the time you won't use a fusion rifle for ad clear, which would be the only reason you'd use kill clip or no distractions. So I'd say a pass on that one. Save yourself some legendary shards. The Night Watch Scout Rifle, not bad. Overload and moving targets, not bad at all. It is kind of a comfort thing with the range masterwork. So this actually may be a nice pick, as the range is pretty good for a Scout Rifle, as it doesn't have the highest, and it does have a pretty good RPM. So I would recommend this one. Actually, Corkscrew is not bad, and Extended Mag isn't bad. Extended Mag is alright. The secondary trait here is not. So this isn't a god roll. But it is a decent pick. If you don't have a good scout rifle, if you haven't got it from the season, then that may be something that goes for you. For the exotic weapons for the Hawkmoon, let's see, we have Eye of the Storm. Isn't a bad one. Probably not one. But if you're trying to wait and save your exotic ciphers, or say you already have a bunch of exotic ciphers, you can spend them on something. This isn't a bad pick for PvP. Wouldn't be one I'd stay with. Dead Man's Tale. We have we have Corkscrew, Accurized Round, Outlaw. Outlaw isn't bad with a fitted stock. This is a pretty good, it's like an A tier one. You're probably better if you wait for this to go to Vorpal. If you're really waiting for like the god roll for Dead Man's Tale, I'd say you have to wait for this to go to for Vorpal weapon. But this isn't that bad. This is, if you want a Dead Man's Tale and you're eager to get one, this is definitely a pickup, I would say. It's not bad. It'd be good for PvP, but it would not be used at all in PvE. And then again, pick up your exotic ciphers for the Xenology quest. It is 21 progress. If you're running the, this isn't the best week to be completing Vanguards on the Grandmaster mode to rep them out like it was last week. But again, you can run normal Vanguards with completing your bounties and get a ton of rep, ton of XP, and then complete the Vanguards in probably about 5-6 minutes. Or if you're a PvP god, you know, knock those Crucibles out. Again, I'd recommend don't use Gambit. Gambit you shouldn't have a lot of losses unless you have a pre-made group. So, you know, go in there with whatever you'd like. But let's see what, in this off, see what I get from my exotic game room, my legendary shards. Chromatic Fire isn't bad. Let's see if it's a good roll. 68 there, the 21 ain't bad. That's actually something you could use. So I hope this helps out. Again, a like and subscribe would be much appreciated. Comments below with any questions, concerns, or any video you'd like to see. I do stream on twitch.tv/EclipticPrime, and again, I hope you have a fantastic day.